post Thursday night football, and I will admit, Thursday night football just knocked us out. Thursday night football was a brutal one for us. We missed on our picks tonight. Oh boy, did we miss on our picks. This had to be one of our worst nights, but we don't dodge it. Butt Fumble Sports is here. Whether we win, whether we lose, we show up every single day, because otherwise we be phonies, and Butt Fumble Sports is anything but a phony. We're going to stand up even on the times we do run headfirst into our offensive lineman's rear end. And on this one, we took the under. Missed on that. We took the Commanders. We missed on that. We thought Terry McLaurin would have a great game. We missed on that. We thought Brian Robinson would have a great game. We missed on that. Just was not our night, folks. Was not our night. But we show up. We talk to you guys about sports. We try to figure out what went wrong. We learn from our misses. We do the data. Yeah, Andrew, I was big on Brian Robinson. He totally missed on that one. Really disappointing. But overall, I was just really disappointed by how the Commanders got started. I did not like Eric Bieniemy's play calling early on. I thought he stuck to the run too early. I thought he could have actually taken a note from the Bears. Go to the pass early on first down, and then you can go to the run. I thought the Bears had a much better game plan, believe it or not, offensively, at least early in the game. That got things going, and when the Bears don't turn the ball over, you just let Justin Fields take over. It's a much different team, but this was a tough one tonight. We definitely swung and missed on our picks tonight. How did you guys do? I promised subscribers I would come on, do another show for you guys to talk about what went on tonight, as well as answer fantasy questions for this weekend, sports betting questions. If we missed on this one, we're going to get right back on the horse. I'll go back to the data. I'm not going to get too frustrated about it. It's certainly one of those things where when you miss and you miss hard, really, not much you can say other than back to work, back to the trends, back to the data, back to the research. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because Butt Fumble Sports, we're all about looking at the data. I did find one note right before kickoff that I wish I had known prior to, but there was a really good trend against the spread of teams that were coming off an overtime loss and then played Thursday night. Really bad against the spread schedule, but against the spread trend. But that said, the under was supposed to be a great trend. The Commanders were supposed to be a great trend because the Bears had literally not covered a game in how many different weeks? I mean, so we just swing, we miss. Commanders definitely laid an egg on this one. 36-20 as the Bears, 37-20 as the Bears tack on another score. Unbelievable as Justin Fields hits another touchdown. DJ Moore. If I told you to start DJ Moore, you're welcome. If I didn't tell you to start DJ Moore, I'm sorry. 3 touchdowns, 230 yards. DJ Moore with the game of the year outside of Tyreek Hill. Unbelievable performance. Wow, unbelievable. And if you guys are a Bears fan, you're stuck with Eberflus for at least a few more weeks, because the rumors were that he was going to be fired if the Bears lost. That ain't the case. He's keeping his job. Unbelievable performance by the Chicago Bears tonight. I was impressed by their run defense. I was impressed, obviously, by their passing. DJ Moore just went off. This is why they traded for DJ Moore. You saw it tonight. Justin Fields. This is all that talent. You saw the accuracy with his passes. He didn't even need to run the same way tonight. Phenomenal performance. Maybe the best game of Justin Fields' career. If you guys have fantasy football questions or questions about college football or the NFL this weekend, we're doing a subscriber-only show. So if you're a subscriber, throw your questions, your comments in the comment section here for you guys. I promised I'd come on for subscribers and do a post-Thursday night football show. That game ended a little earlier than I expected, given what the score is, so I decided to jump on a little bit early. If you have DJ Moore, congratulations. You are having the greatest week of your life. If you don't have DJ Moore or you benched him, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry. That said, if you guys have fantasy questions, this one's for subscribers only on TikTok, or you can go over to YouTube right now. Everyone on YouTube, you can ask your questions. TikTok, you've got to be a subscriber, but over on YouTube, everyone can ask their questions. So like Colin Daughtry, would you trade Puka and Kirk or Adams? Puka and Kirk for Adams? No, I wouldn't. I'd rather have Puka and Kirk. Thanks for the question. If you're watching on TikTok, this is for subscribers only to comment. Otherwise, we're going to do our non-subscriber only show at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow time. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can fire away with your questions. Everyone can ask a question. Caleb, I missed on it. Caleb, I thought Terry McLaurin was going to have a great game. By the way, even tonight, I thought it was going to be much better. Rice Takes, there you go. DJ Moore crushed it tonight, Rice Takes. He crushed it. Caleb Stutz, I missed on Terry McLaurin. I had him in a number of my lineups as well. 45 yards, just nothing. Especially given that Sam Howell had 338 passing yards in total. It just really disappointing. Hopefully he can get some garbage time catches for you. But the fact that Antonio Gibson is out receiving him, terrible night. By the way, Caleb, I love the attitude. And this is how you got to think of it. Like tonight, brutal night for me. I had the under, I had the Commanders, brutal night. Not going to lie, not going to hide it, not going to go around it. If you follow my bets on Sharps, you'll see this was a bad night. I took it in the teeth. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have a bagel, I'm going to have a drink, and I'm going to start my day, and it's going to be a brand new opportunity. You got to be careful about how much you bet. You got to put an amount on a unit amount on each bet that you're comfortable losing. This was a bad night. Don't worry. We'll get right back at it, and we're going to crush it this weekend to make up for what we didn't cash in on tonight. Is Cooper Kupp a start? Colin, I do think he is a start. From the press conference I saw with Sean McVay today, Cooper Kupp is going to be a full participant in this game. I'm not worried about him. Caleb Stutz, love the attitude. That's why this Butt Fumble Sports community is so good, because the reason we're called Butt Fumble Sports is sometimes you get the touchdown and sometimes you run headfirst into your offensive lineman. It's what happens, but tomorrow's a new day, new opportunity. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. If you haven't already done so, hit the follow button. If you're watching on TikTok, this show is exclusively for subscribers to ask questions. Obviously, give us their take on what we just saw on Thursday Night Football. I know it's still going on, but we're going to let Garbage Time do its magic, and we're going to answer some fantasy questions. So if you guys have sports betting questions for the weekend, fantasy questions, I promised I'd come on for subscribers. You guys are so loyal to me. I want to make sure I reciprocate that loyalty. So subscribers, get your questions in on TikTok. If you're watching over on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, you can fire away with as many questions as you like. IP Shade 45, Raiders have a shot at the number one pick after tonight. That is one silver lining for you, IP Shade 45. I love the take. Jeff Peters, I am so sorry. Yep, I really hope Stroud can crush it for you because Justin Fields just had the game of his life. I did not expect that. I did not expect the offensive line of the Bears to have that kind of performance. I did not expect DJ Moore to have maybe literally the single greatest receiving game of the year. Jeff Peters, swing and a miss by me. That's on me. Jeff Peters, I'm so sorry. Then again, I tell someone else to put DJ Moore in, and I get the God bless you. Well, it's that kind of thing. Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar eats you, to quote The Big Lebowski. So hopefully the advice I give you guys evens out to a positive over time. I hope I'm net positive with you. Lennox, I'm so happy the DJ Moore advice worked out. Jeff Peters, knock on wood, let's go CJ Stroud on Sunday, buddy. Priceless Pigeon, rate my 20-man PPR league. Brutal. Russ, hate it. JT, Aaron Jones, love it. Tyreek Hill, Christian Kirk, love it. Komet from tonight, Cole Komet had a decent night for you, so that came through. I did tell a lot of people to start Cole Komet, so that worked out. Tutu Atwell, maybe Jamison Williams. I think you could do a lot better with the quarterback. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Subscriber-only show on TikTok. You can also ask your questions over on YouTube. Jeff Peters, I have Logan Thomas on my bench and Kelsey starting. I'm not as worried about that. Logan Thomas, I'm not actually as shocked by that he had a big night, because frankly the Bears, I thought that McLaurin, Logan Thomas, I thought that Jahan Dotson, again, who thought Curtis Samuel was going to have a better game than Dotson and McLaurin? That's really shocking to me. And Brian Robinson just totally shat the bed. Just a terrible night for Brian Robinson. But what I would say is I still think Kelsey's going to have a monster game. So I'm not as worried about that one. I still think Kelsey is is going to be an okay play, even given the fact that Logan Thomas had such a good night. I traded Tank Dell and a mid-second for ETN. Thoughts? Kind of interesting because Tank Dell could have really good value next year. So IP Shade 45, kind of interesting that you moved on from him. Jeff Peters, I am stunned by this, and I don't quite know what to make of it because it's a Thursday night game. The Commanders, maybe they were just wiped. Maybe they were so exhausted from playing the Eagles on Sunday that they just didn't have anything in the tank. But I am shocked. Oh my goodness, Jeff Peters, just a swing and a miss. Brutal night. Scary Terry getting shut down with 2 minutes left. I get it, they're down 17, but what a shocking night. Yeah, Priceless Vision, that sounds tough. Mesmerize, only good part of this night was having DJ Moore. Mesmerize, I got crushed. This was a night in which the sports book built a casino and the public took a bath because you know the public was all on the Commanders. You know everybody was riding with the Commanders. No, this is one in which Vegas just built a whole new street, highway. They just built a whole new infrastructure system off the money that they just cashed. Brutal night. Caleb Stutz, think I should start Barkley over Swift? No, I would start Swift. Caleb Stutz, I'd start Swift. Priceless, maybe like a B+. I really lean towards a B, really. Braves fan, Zay Flowers or Kirk? Braves fan, I'd go Zay Flowers. Also, should I start Devontae Smith this week? Yes, I would. Jeff Peters, this is why fantasy football, sports betting, it's the fun of it. It's competition. It's the game. You don't know how it's going to go. When this thing started, I felt good. I will say this. The only thing I like about it, at least Dick Butkus is smiling down from heaven and he got his Bears a win. Or they got it for him, I should say. Great to have all of you with us every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every single day. Our non-subscriber only show is at 5 p.m. Eastern every weekday and 10 a.m. every weekend. We do these night shows for subscribers only. That said, I hope you guys follow us and that way you can catch every one of our shows. Braves fan. Oof. Make it stop. That's an ugly way to start your week. No, this was a rough one, everybody. If we look to our bets right now, we had a brutal night. Missed. DJ Moore cashed. We at least got that. Dotson missed. Cole Kmet, we got that. Brian Robinson missed. This was just a brutal night, guys. I'm not going to lie. This was one of those nights where you live to forget it. That was a rough night, everyone. Jake, rough night. But by the way, I hope you guys acknowledge, people can come on to social media. They can broadcast shows when they're only cashing tickets. I want you guys to know, we want to cash tickets. It's what we're about. We do our research. But am I going to hide from you guys when I don't have a great night? No. I can get whooped. I can take it in the teeth, and I'm going to show up the next day. I'm going to show up the same night to talk to you guys. So I don't duck it. It's what happens. We all play the game. You follow the trends. Sooner or later, trends go the other way. That's what happened tonight. Literally, the Bears hadn't won a game in how many opportunities? Tonight was just one in which we took it in the teeth. You know what's going to happen? We're going to do our research. We're going to study up. We're going to go knock it out of the park on Sunday. I'm not going to get fatigued. This is part of the game, guys. This is baseball. It's 162 games. So if you treat it like football where every week is overreaction Monday, first of all, you got to learn your lesson about how much you want to bet, how close you're going to be. But obviously, it's also about having a long macro perspective. Jeff Peters, I love the attitude. First of all, Jeff Peters, you are quickly becoming a fan favorite with me because when you keep the optimism, you're going to win me over. I am known as being an optimistic person. It's optimism until the end. I think a 20-point deficit with under a minute and 15 to go is probably a little far out of reach. But Jeff Peters, it's the silver lining, even in a shitstorm, that's going to make you a fan favorite with me. So good on you, man. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. McLaurin just caught another pass. He's still in the game. Oh, there we go. Terry McLaurin. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take whatever points we can get right now. I'd love to get Dotson another catch for something. If we could get extra points. By the way, I did tell a number of you to start Sam Howell. That was not a bad decision as it turns out. Now, Justin Fields did have a great night, so if I said Howell over Fields, okay, you can knock me on that. But Sam Howell had a great night, so that worked out. I picked him up in a lot of fantasy leagues as a waiver wire pickup. We actually recommended him in our waiver wire watch video this week. That certainly did well, so very, very happy about that. Jeff Peters, I couldn't agree more. What shocked me tonight more than anything, it's not so much that the Bears defensive line whooped the Washington offensive line. That kind of makes sense. The Washington offensive line gives up a ton of sacks. No, what shocked me tonight is the Washington Commanders defensive line did not put enough pressure on Justin Fields. Like, I thought there were times he was just comfortable. Like, do the Bears have an offensive line all of a sudden? Or was the Commanders defensive line so gassed from this past Sunday against the Eagles that they just didn't have it? Because Justin Fields diced them, sliced them, put them through the ringer. Justin Fields looked like Mahomes. He looked like Brady. He looked immaculate. And frankly, to me, that's more about the upfront pressure than it is about the coverage. I thought that the defensive line of the Commanders that everybody was talking about prior to the game, Al Michaels, it's one of the best in the NFL. No, it ain't. Not from what I saw tonight. They just got dominated. They just got whooped. That really stood out to me. Yeah, Fields had all day, all night. He was comfortable. You could see. And Justin Fields is someone who isn't naturally comfortable in the pocket. So when he starts to present a demeanor of being comfortable, that tells you the level of comfort and protection that he has in the pocket. Because he's naturally kind of a twitchy, do I run, do I throw, do I pass? He's not naturally a very comfortable guy within the pocket. Boy, did he look like he could put a lawn chair and sit back there tonight. Best doggos, I'm glad I gave you that Fields advice. You know, it's always interesting. I answer so many questions on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick that you give out advice for the same player but in different directions. So for some people you said start him. So for some people you said sit him. I will say this. If you followed my bets tonight, lo siento. I am so sorry because tonight I took it right in the face. This was a rough night, but I want to just say, Butt Fumble Sports, we don't hide, we don't run. We meet you guys, our audience, our viewers, our followers, and we say, hey, we had a bad night. We're coming back stronger tomorrow. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day. Thanks so much, IP Shade 45. You make it worth it. Doc McLovin, should I start Aaron Jones or Mostert? Doc McLovin, I'd start Mostert just barely. It's very, very close, but I just like the Mostert against the New York Giants run defense too much. Jeff Peters, man, I think I might hold on to all three quarterbacks now. Really tough. Sal, Brian Robinson crushed me too. But again, 10 rushing yards on 6 carries. What does that tell me? He was used too frequently in the first quarter. They fell behind. They didn't use him at all. I didn't like Eric Bieniemy's play calling at the early part of this game. This game got away from them really early. Bears go out there. They get the ball. They score. Then just a couple punts, like 3 and outs, just not getting the ball down the field. And I feel like they just went away from Brian Robinson for good reason. But to me, it's because they kind of got things going too late. I don't think that Eric Bieniemy kind of ratcheted up the tempo and the urgency early enough in this game. This one got away from them pretty early, and I think it's in large part because of the play calling. And look, I think Eric Bieniemy has done a great job so far with the Commanders, but if you're going to give him the love, you got to give him the hate when he's there. Wolfie, I'll tell you this, Ant is him. Wolfie, Ant is him. Sam Howell. Yeah, Sam Howell is the one bright spot for a lot of us. I recommended it to a lot of you that you start him tonight. Pick him up off the waiver wire, so it worked out. Braves fan 527, my starters this week. Oh, I really like your team. I like that team's Braves fan. I'm Vanity. Traded Lamar for JT. I like it. I like it. It's clear if the Commanders can beef up their O-line, they will. The O-line the O-line looked bad. The defensive line, though, did nothing. Trevor, I'm glad you survived that too. IP Shade 45 for the flex and tight end premium. For the flex, I might be interested in D-Hop. It's one of the rare times I'd consider him. For the tight end, I'd go with I think I'd go with Waller if Saquon plays, but otherwise I'd go Ingram. Wolfie, yes I do. Yes I do. I do think they will make it. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. I promised you guys I would do a quick night show post Thursday Night Football. Boy, was that a kick in the stomach as the Commanders totally peed the bed, and unfortunately the Bears dominate. Meant a lot of our we had some player prop bets that cashed, but unfortunately our game picks just took it in the teeth. Guy in our league had Fields and DJ Moore both benched. Caleb Stutz, I'm glad. Hopefully you played him this week if that was the case. I have no chance of winning after today, but I should start Pittman or Laporta at flex. I'd go with Pittman. Pluex, I'd go with Pittman. Wolfie, you might have to wait on that a little bit. Trevor, should I rock Trevor Lawrence with a stack of Ridley or go Stroud this weekend in a standard scoring? Maybe you want to stack it. I'm not crazy about going up against that Bills defense, though. Wolfie, I love the takes. IP Shade 45. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning D-Hop just slightly. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff Peters. Just need one spot for the flex, but it's tight end premium league. Yeah, IP Shade 45. For that flex spot, I like the D-Hop. What are my thoughts on the Texans? I think DeMeco Ryan has done an outstanding job. I don't think he's getting talked about enough. Has been one of the best young head coaches so far. I think CJ Stroud's getting plenty of conversation. Not enough people are talking about the Houston Texans defense, which is looking a whole lot better. I thought their offense was always going to be a little bit better than people expected because Dameon Pierce is a good player. They have some talent on the offensive line when healthy. I actually kind of like their wide receivers. I knew about Tank Dell coming out of college, so he didn't shock me as much. But I think their defense is showing signs of improvement. When they can get CJ Stroud the ball, he can turn it into points. So for me, I just think the Texans are heading in the right direction because what do you want most as an organization? You want the right head coach, you want the right quarterback, you want to pair those two together, and then the pieces will fill out around them, you hope. You think JJ and TJ Hawkinson will do good on Sunday? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Jake projected 160 in a league where most points each week gets $30. Let's go, Jake. Thank you, DJ Moore is right. Sorry, play Ayuk or Collins. Best doggos, that's a tough one for me, but I'm going to lean towards Ayuk. Best doggos, I'll lean towards Ayuk. IP Shade 45, 14-team dynasty, probably not going to win. Would you dump Cortland Sutton while value is higher? Probably. That's not a bad idea. Sal, Kirk or Kyron? Sal, I'd go Christian Kirk. Kyron has a tough defensive front he's going to be facing in the Eagles. So, Sal, I lean towards Christian Kirk. He's been getting good targets the last few weeks. Jeff Peters, sleep well. Have a great night. Thanks so much for subscribing. I'm so happy I do these subscriber-only shows. It gives me an opportunity to hang out with you guys. Just kind of take it down to another level, a little bit more relaxed. We do our show for everybody at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So if you guys love talking sports, fantasy football, sports betting, make sure you hit that follow button and make sure you're with us at 5 p.m. tomorrow so you can talk football with us. Obviously some baseball too, not tomorrow, but getting you ready for Saturday. Pluex, Tua or Allen all season. I think eventually Josh Allen will overtake Tua, at least in the MVP race. Spencer Niles, let's go. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. Oh, Kim, thanks so much for subscribing, Kim. We have 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. Make sure you get your comments in. Would love to hear from you. Tyler Ola, I'll go Gibbs. Tyler Ola, I'll go Gibbs. Jake, pick 2 for me. Jake, I would lean towards Cup and Puka, believe it or not. I know you might probably want to get CeeDee Lamb in there, even in a tough matchup. So if you want to go CeeDee Lamb and Cooper Kupp, I totally get it. But Nico Collins is probably the one I'm out. Wolfie, I like the Texans' new head coach. I don't agree with you. I like their new head coach. Can Dodgers make it to the World Series and beat the Braves? The answer is no. I actually think the Dodgers have too many hurdles. I don't like the matchups that the Dodgers have overall. So I think the Dodgers are actually in a really tough spot just because I don't like their pitching. Love their lineup. Mookie Betts is one of the best players in baseball. Freddie Freeman is one of the best hitters of the 21st century. But the truth of the matter is they don't have enough pitching depth. It's my username. Starters Pacheco, Kyron, Jones, and Achen. Do I leave Madison on the pine? 100%. It's my user 100%. Spencer Niles. What do I do with Gibbs? I think he's a start this week. I think he's a good play this week. I like the matchup against the Panthers. Sal, what do you think about Kirk or Dobbs? I feel like Dobbs will boom. I have a feeling, too, that Dobbs could be a big play this week. Christian Walker and Romeo Dobbs, even Jaden Reed, you just feel like that Raiders defense is so vulnerable. You feel like Jordan Love is going to let it fly on a Monday night. I'm with you, Sal. I kind of like Romeo Dobbs. Kirk is the safer play. Sal, let's be honest. Kirk is the safer play. He's going to get more targets, more opportunities. But to your point, who might be the better boom, the better upside play? It is Romeo Dobbs. I agree with you. Jake, would you wait a week for Jonathan Taylor? I think so because the Tennessee Titans are a really good run defense. That's where I come out. Braden, I'd go DeAndre Swift this week. Wolfie, what do you think the Angels are going to do with Ohtani? Ohtani's gone. Ohtani is leaving the Angels. There's nothing they can do about it, unfortunately. Ohtani's leaving. I'm hearing rumors about the Red Sox more and more, which is shocking me. I did not expect the Red Sox to be in on him, but a lot of rumors swirling about that. Maybe that's just a little bit of hype by or a little bit of pot stirring by Ohtani's agent to maybe get more offers out of the Dodgers, out of the Yankees, but Red Sox are being linked to him. New Balance is one of the reasons why. Kind of interesting. Tyler, I would go with Gibbs, I think, over London. Just barely. It's close, though. It's very close, but I think I trust Gibbs just a little bit more, actually. Jeff Peters, yeah, you like that news. The Red Sox with a chance to have Ohtani and Yoshida. I love the opportunity to have those two left-handed bats, obviously mixed in with Devers, and what you hope is a few more good pitchers as well. Jake, he'd love that as well. Kimberly, what's going on? Thanks so much for subscribing, Kimberly. I'm going to get to your question right now. Starting Kamara, Breece Hall, A.J. Brown, Puka, like that group right there. Who should I start in the flex? I'd go with Aaron Jones. I'm going to take Luke Musgrave probably over on his receiving yards. Love the idea. It's my username. I would go CJ Stroud. Spencer Niles. Will see CD Lamb pick it up. I'm not expecting a phenomenal matchup from him this week, but in weeks to come, I think he's a great play. Best doggos. I'd go Gibbs, and I'd lean towards Addison, actually. Gibbs and Addison, especially in a standard league. Zach, I think I'd rather have Rashad White. Jeff Peters, I like that team. Scary Terry did just enough for you late in that game to maybe get you a few extra points, but could have been a better night. Spencer Niles, I like Spencer Niles. That's a really tough one, but I think I still like Ingram and Ramondre a little bit more, but it's very close. Jeff Peters, hey, if the Red Sox Breece Hall, I mean, frankly, I think Breece Hall is probably going to outscore Dak and Goff. Maybe Goff gets the better of the Panthers' defense, but we just saw them against the pass. I kind of like Breece Hall a little bit more, believe it or not. So wonderful to have you guys with us every single day. On Friday, we are live at 5 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 5 p.m. Eastern, you can watch our entire show. We'll probably be live for 2 hours on Friday. So make sure you hit that follow button. That way you can catch our show Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Jules, I think I'd rather have Kyron rest of season. I think it's very close. Cooper Kupp impacts that. Again, guys, we will be live at 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So if you have not done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, we are live every single day, everybody. We are live every single day. Our clock just hit 0 for our subscriber-a-thon here on TikTok Live, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Duffel Bag, great DJ Moore plays. Yep, it worked out for you on that one, Duffel Bag. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We will be back live on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, everybody. So if you love the content, if you love the conversation, if you feel like joining us on Friday afternoon to get some good fantasy football advice, sports betting advice, and obviously just hang out with a bunch of friends talking sports, make sure you hit that follow button right now because we are going to be live at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, everybody. Arias, do I trade Connor and Ayuk for A.J. Brown? I'd be okay with that, Arias. I'd be okay with it. Thumbs up on it. Username, I'd go Stroud. Username, I'd go Stroud. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Arias, I answered your question, bro. Arias, I said yes. Arias Rubio. Best doggos, I'd go Addison and Gibbs. Best doggos, I'd go Addison and Gibbs. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. I am so grateful to have you guys as a member of this amazing community. It's my username. I'll go Ridley. But that's going to be it for the night. We've hit our clock 0. That's going to be it for tonight. I will see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So if you love the content, the conversation, make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. If you're watching on TikTok right now, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're a part of this community. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Until then, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. Sleep well, everybody. Have a great night. Let's go cash some tickets this weekend after a bad Thursday night. Let's go win the weekend. Let's go, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.